Thank you, Chairman. Nuclear power is key to help us achieve net carbon neutral by 2050. That's why President Biden included it in the American Jobs Plan, specifically included funding for development of advanced and small modular nuclear reactors and for a clean electricity standard. The same type of clean electricity standard we're working on in this committee, not saying that there's any type of energy that's prohibited, but making sure that the results lead to us getting further reduced in carbon. There was a little bit of bickering back and forth in the committee. You'd think that we're not as close as we are, but it's really important to recognize this is a bipartisan opportunity. Because speaking for the Democrats on the community, I know we support continuing nuclear into the future, and I know we've heard from our Republican colleagues in a passionate way today. According to the Department of Energy, these advanced reactors envisioned to vary in size from tens of megawatts to larger can be used for power generation to process heat, desalination for power generation for other industrial uses. So when you think about everything from resolving water issues in the West through desalination to helping with smaller units that may be specifically for specific factories and helping with our industrial base, that's really exciting. The American Jobs Plan calls for $15 billion for research and development priorities, including advanced nuclear and rare earth element recovery technologies, the recycling that we've all been talking about today of nuclear materials. So my question for all three of our NRC commissioners, starting with Chairman Hansen, would this $15 billion that's called for in the American Jobs Plan help us expedite development of modular nuclear power?
Congressman, thank you for that. I'm not familiar explicitly with the terms of the American Jobs Plan. Certainly,
would a $15 billion investment help jumpstart this, though, generally, even if you weren't familiar?
Standing outside, even as the safety regulator, it seems like it would. Yes.
Thanks. And Commissioner Barron, your thoughts on the investment?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, obviously, one of the key challenges to deploying the new technologies is just the financial side of things. So, you know, a significant investment like that, I would imagine, would have a significant effect.
Commissioner Wright, do you believe that a $15 billion investment would help us move along on modular nuclear?
Well, intuitively, you would say, yes, it would. I think it matters to exactly how it's invested and where it comes from. And, you know, you've got to also have vendors, you know, who are willing to, that want to go down that road. So intuitively, yeah, you probably think it might, but I think the devil's in the detail on that.
Certainly, and I agree, it's got to be crafted correctly. Also, I see a compromise that could form from this committee. You know, we have existing nuclear power plants that are decommissioning and ones that are recently decommissioned that could be utilized in helping us achieve net carbon neutral, combat climate change. But the reason they're shutting down isn't a great mystery. It's because right now it's costing about 25 cents per kilowatt hour with nuclear, while natural gas is about 6.5 cents per kilowatt hour. So I believe, Chairman, there could be a compromise in providing for subsidies to nuclear power to make sure that we are keeping these online, keeping them safe as part of our overall effort to combat climate change. And I think that's something we may be able to get other committee members on. The road I don't want us to go down is trying to do a major deregulation of protections of nuclear power. That is something that will put Americans in danger. So I think the key is to make sure we're putting our money where our mouth is by passing the American Jobs Plan, investing in research and development for nuclear advanced power, such as modular, and for the recycling that we've talked about so much today. We can do it together. I know there's a bipartisan proposal that we'll get to vote on soon, and I hope all of you will be able to support that. And with that, I yield back, Chairman.